So today will probably be a fairly short video. I wanted to talk a little bit about the encumbrance system and how it slows the pace of the game intentionally a little bit, just to kind of provide the peaks and valleys in action. You know, there's like, if you're trying to tell a good story and everything's always like really fast paced and rushed, it it gets kind of boring. Like a user can, uh, um, a reader can only like stay emotionally at this level for so long. So if you kind of keep, if all you've got is volume 10, nobody's going to tell when it's time to kind of get excited. And so Mythos is designed to have systems that slow things down and then have the systems that move things along really quick. So it's exciting. I mean, that's what you want, right? You're playing a game. You want to be like, needs to be cool and exciting, and so that's what I've tried to build into the game. So the encumbrance system is a big part of that because it slows some action down during the breaks when it makes sense for things to be slow. And I still try to make it pretty streamlined, but there's enough there to make you stop and think about weight and think about like how much can you carry really. And this can lead to some really exciting adventures too. I'm going to show you something. This is like a prototype that I did for the for your inventory sheet, and the name of this form is backpack. And the reason that there's a name for your form that stores your inventory is because it is a physical item in the world. If you want to carry stuff around, you need something to carry it in, right? So we like the sheets that you'll carry around like this, that have like up here, this will be an area for your encumbrance right here, and it'll show like how much you can carry and still be like an active adventurer, how much you can carry and now it's starting to really get to you and slow you down, how much can you carry and not hurt yourself. And if you try to pick up and move around something that's heavier than that last number, it will attack you basically. And there's a chance by moving something too heavy that you're going to hurt yourself. So anyway, that's this area up here. It also has like it also has your total weight that you're currently at, and how much gold, silver, copper, whatever your coinage underneath, like, you know, underneath it out to the side over here. Then below that, I've placed like all of your combat stats in this area right here. And the like, I would show you this on InDesign, but I really don't want to give too much away. I always give anyway. I just ramble, and I probably shouldn't be showing you this. But anyway, right here, this is where your like combat stats are. So very accessible, very easy to get to. The top are your attack stats. Down here, that's your armor. Your like, so this will be like your skills. This will be the weapons, and the weapons will be tied to these skills. So it's right there. Then down here, you got like let's see, your defenses, which you use to resist like magical and poison attacks, your armor, which will protect you from physical attacks, your shield if you're wearing one, which can make it harder for you to be hit. You can also do some other things depending on your class. And then over here is your hits and how much damage you've taken. Finally, we get to the backpack itself. The backpack will have a number of slots. Backpacks will be rated in terms of their size. So not every bag that you buy is going to be a backpack, but but that was the backpack. So as you can see, it's probably going to have somewhere between 12 and 18 slots, and it can hold items up to large, I believe. So I mean, you could technically carry a spear in a backpack, but you wouldn't be carrying the spear in the backpack, of course. It would be like strapped to the side. I mean, some of it's a little bit abstracted away, but basically the backpack represents spaces to hold things, and so it makes sense that you could strap like a spear or a two-handed sword or whatever there, or sling it to your back or whatever. It's just a place to store all of the information. But yeah, so it's a real thing in the world, and if you want an inventory sheet that you can carry stuff with, you have to buy it. So you might have to spend 50 gold to get a sheet that has backpack stats on it, or you might have to spend like 2 gold and you'll get like a sheet that has less slots and can carry less total weight, and can only carry things that are maybe rated as being small. But you can have that in addition to your backpack. So maybe you have 2 or 3 belt pouches and a backpack. This is where this all gets really cool. Okay, we're finally getting to the part of the encumbrance system that I think is going to get people excited. Sorry, it took a minute to get here. You had to kind of know the scenery, the landscape that you're walking through before you can appreciate seeing the beautiful flowers and sunrise, I guess. So this is it. You fought your way into like some lair, and you've succeeded in rescuing these people who were kidnapped by, let's say, goblins. And you look around and they've got this hoard of treasure that they've captured. Well, they've got a lot of treasure, and you didn't bring anything to take it back with you with. So now you've got a backpack, and it's got, say, 7 places that it can hold things, and you're pretty heavily weighted down. And let's say your backpack, we'll say it holds 12 slots. That's just a number right now. Don't hold me to any numbers that I mentioned this early on. But you got to search through those treasures and figure out what you really want to take with you, because you've only got say 5 slots left. And so you start looking, and the group's kind of dividing up treasure, and you each find 5 really cool things that you definitely want to take back with you, but there's this huge hoard left of stuff that what are you going to do with it? You can't carry all of that. You're just you're full up, and you're getting close to having too much weight to be safe to travel around. So now you're okay, well, we got all these coins, and we gotta do something with them too. Well, the coins weigh too, and the weights in Mythos are stones and coins, and there's 1,000 stones per one. I mean, 1,000 coins per stone. So if you start picking up coins, they're gonna crank up your weight too. So now you've got to balance. Do I want to carry all 5 of the items that I picked out, or do I want to go with some cash? I can spend that at the store, and so you got to make those decisions, and that's really the gist, I guess. Then maybe you decide you want it all, and so now could be a whole adventure around protecting what you've liberated so that nobody else liberates it for you, and getting a means of getting it out of there with a wagon or something. So there's a lot of ways that the encumbrance system can help you tell your story, and that's why it kind of slows the action down, because number one, it helps with pacing, but number two, those are interesting decisions to make. It's a lot of fun to think about, how am I going to get this out of here? And I guess that's it. Looking forward to getting started with playtesting soon. We're going to start friends and family testing this weekend, and we will start opening it up a little bit, probably within maybe a month. So hopefully some of you guys will be interested in joining us, and I think we're all going to have a lot of fun. Have an awesome day.